Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Joe here. All content creators like myself has this concern of creating cinematic visuals. Cinematic is a big part of what we are striving to achieve. And if you ask me, I would say lighting is the #1 reason cinematic footage is different from amateur footage. And when you invest in a product, we need to make sure that it is something that we will use. We need to make sure it is not overpriced, and we need to make sure it is the right product for us. And here today in this video, we are going to review Nanlite Forza 300 Bicolor 2, the version 2 lights.
I'm focused. I've been watching for the omens.
And this light that I'm going to review today is a perfect, well, an almost perfect light with few minor possibilities for improvement, which we will get into later. We'll take a look at this light and finally we will decide if this light is worth investing in or not. But before we get into it, there's a small disclaimer. Nanlite did send me these lights to review in this channel and to talk about it, my honest opinions. And also I need to say that they sent me these lights a month plus ago, and I've been using it in a few of my projects. And so this is actually coming from my experience with actually using the light, and I'm talking to you comparatively with the other lights that I've worked with in the past. So I'll be talking about the features that I personally liked. So every feature that I talk to you about in this video is something that I found helpful myself over a month of testing this light. This is what the Nanlite Forza comes in. It's a padded and very comfortable and useful carrying case. Let's see what else comes inside this. So this is the Nanlite Forza 300B Bicolor second version of their light. First of all, let me talk about the design of this product. It's actually entirely different from any light I've been using in the past. The body of the light itself acts as a heatsink. You can actually see through this whole thing. There's a huge fan inside. It's a very silent fan, and it's very efficient in terms of reducing the heat on the light. And as a result, they've been able to increase the overall output of this particular version of the light. And also it feels really lightweight. You can see there's carbon fiber finish on the sides. I don't know if it is the carbon fiber or the aluminum alloy or whatever they're doing. It's actually light. I feel like it's as heavy as a 60-watt light of the or some other brand like that. So it feels really light in hand, and it is very useful in that way. If you are used to other prosumer video lights like from or something, you might notice that there is something missing on this whole light, which is the control area. And that is the next part of our product. So this is the control unit of the light. You connect this control unit with the light via a cable, and then you have all the controls that you need at your height, even if your light is way up on a light stand. So that is a very comfortable way of using lights on a set. You can also see that the control unit comes with V-mount batteries on both sides. An amazing thing about this control unit is that this one works with either one battery or with both batteries. And I guess in one battery it goes only up to 50% of the whole power of the light, but because it is a 300 watts powerful light, even 50% of that power is actually very useful in terms of many indoor or outdoor shoots. You have all kinds of connections: input power, output power to the light, and even DMX control on this control unit. And on this side, you have all the controls. You have access to menu, you have access to effects, and you have your dimmer, which controls both the temperature and the brightness of the light. So this is the Bowens mount reflector that comes with the light. It's an amazingly designed, the reflective surface is awesome, and it's a 55-degree angle reflector, I believe, and it gives the maximum output and it focuses all the light in the direction that you want. Nanlite also provides this clamp that can go on any light stand or any surface, and here you can attach your control unit onto this clamp. So it's very easy to attach the control unit to any surface or any light stand, and it gives you maximum accessibility. And the light actually has a Bowens mount inbuilt, which means you don't have to change any of your lighting modifiers that you already have. It's all going to fit on this particular light. It's a universal, Bowens mount is one of the most commonly used light modifier mount, so it's all going to fit here. Don't worry about that. And when it comes to the bicolor COB, this particular LED goes from 2700 Kelvin to 6500 Kelvin. It's actually an amazing range. So it's going to be useful for any of your daylight or warm light or interior shoots. Something I love about this light is the fan noise, very low fan noise of this light. It's very important for me because I shoot a lot of interviews or I do videos in a studio kind of setup. It's important that the light does not make a lot of noise. For me, from my experience in this light, even at very high powers, the heat sink of this light is a very efficient mechanism, and therefore it gives you very low fan noise. And also, best part about a professional level equipment is the flexibility in using it. And Nanlite does give you that flexibility when it comes to the fan, because it gives you 4 different modes on the fan. There's a smart mode, there's a low noise mode, there's a full power mode, and there's an off mode. You can literally turn the whole fan off if you need to do so. But even at the full fan power, this light is low noise than many of my other lights. It is almost expected of any lights in this segment to have very high color accuracy value, and Nanlite does not disappoint you there. You get a 97 CRI on this light. It's amazing color accuracy. It has amazing color accuracy. But also unexpected from lights in this segment is a green and magenta color shift, which is also available on this light. You can control your green and magenta tint control with this control unit of the light. I think I've seen this feature only in lights that are at least double the price of this one. Another feature, well, at least me expects this kind of feature in a product from this kind of price range, in a prosumer range, which is complete control over Bluetooth or wireless control. So you can control the whole light, any feature of it, like let's say the dim, the temperature, the green and magenta shift, the effects, the menu settings, everything from Nanlite app from your phone. So you have all the controls at your fingertips. I think this is very helpful, especially on a set when you're trying to control different lights in a limited time. It's actually very helpful that you have all the controls that you need in your phone. Also, Nanlite enables you to control multiple lights together by creating a scene within your phone, so you can control different lights at the same time also. But this is where I felt like slight improvements are possible. I told you in the beginning of the video that this is an almost perfect light. This is the only place where I felt there can be improvements. The app did not feel very flawless or seamless. There were some few connectivity issues and problems like that, but I'm sure this is just a software update issue, and I'm most probably the Nanlite is currently working. By the time this video is out, maybe the app is also updated, who knows. So that is the only minor problem that I faced with this light. So finally we get to the question, should you actually buy this light? Should you invest in Nanlite Forza 300 Bicolor 2? Well, the answer completely depends on your use case. If you are a YouTuber, if you are a home studio kind of a video content maker, I would say something like this on this range is a overkill. It's too powerful for you. It's too well built for setup once and let it be there kind of a use case. This light is designed for a day-to-day on set, on location shoot kind of a person. So I think it's very durable. It's designed in such a way that it's so easy for multiple light kind of a scenario situations. It's taking into consideration its hard use, rough use in an actual set. So if you shoot these kind of things, if you shoot music videos, if you shoot short films or ads, and you take your lights to a set and actually try and set up there and multiple times, for these kind of scenarios, it's an amazing light. The output, the color accuracy, the bicolor feature, the durability, the low fan noise, the Nanlink app, everything comes into use when you're actually taking this light out on a set. So if your usage falls into these categories, I would definitely recommend you to buy and invest in Nanlite Forza 300 Bicolor 2. And in the future, I'll definitely do more videos on actually setting up this light and taking you behind the scene of using this light in one of my shoots. So you get to see the light in action before you decide you need to invest in this one or not. So stay tuned on future videos on Nanlite Forza bicolor 300 watts light and behind the scenes of how I use it in my shoot. So stay tuned. See you in the next video. Bye.
So welcome to the fire.